That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that hanging in the sky.
Second shot. Good look at the green. On the green. And a chance for birdie here in the first hole. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie.
Well, that'll put the smile back on the face.
Frank, it's always nice to begin a round with a little variety. We had a relatively short par 4 opening hole and now a par 3 to back it up.
You can see why short iron play is going to be paramount today, Rich. Short iron into the first hole and a chance here to hit another short iron into a short par 3. So you can get off to a very fast start.
That is how it's done right there. What an approach shot. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Settles in over the putt. Frank, you can see by the reaction, it has been that kind of week. Just a few too many pars. Frank, plenty of scoring opportunities in the early portion of this golf course. We're now at a par 5, the third hole, and it's only 528 yards.
You can see why we're going to see a lot of people perhaps being 3 under through the first 3 holes, Rich. This par 5 bending to the right, very reachable. You just keep that tee shot nice and high off the tee, let it carry as far as possible.
That is an absolute seed. I mean, he just ripped a bullet down the fairway. Oh my goodness, 375 yards. That is classy.
Not a chance of going in.
A makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under par.
Finally, something happens that's good.
That's a nice shot right there. Now to another par 3. This is the 4th hole, 192 yards, way down the hill.
He's going to play closer to 170 yards, Rich. You're going to have to reduce that distance by at least a couple of clubs. And consequently, if you hit one hanging up in the air, if you get a breeze that goes through that valley, it's going to start to sort of move that ball around. So just keep your eyes open there where that breeze is coming from.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing. I mean, this skill, and that was sublime.
Just good hands, coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position.
Well, the 4th hole looks like it's going to claim another victim.
So not his best work. He'll walk away with a bogey. Well, again, Frank, we get that good mix of holes here. We've had a couple of par 3s, a short par 5, and that opening par 4. Now at the 5th hole, 424-yard par 4.
The first bunker on the right, not really in play for the good players. Just being a little cognizant of that one on the left side. depending on what club you want to hit off the tee. And ideally, that line is the third bunker, the one in the distance. That's a good line off the tee here.
Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
That's an outstanding shot right there, and it sets up a really good look at birdie. These putts keep the round together. Needs a few more of those. That was a good birdie.
Yeah, this time, that one gets him in the top 10.
Frank, the sixth here at Banff Springs, a good little hole, isn't it?
It is very tempting, very easy to sort of just stand up there and wail away with the driver and get caught. This is a generous fairway. You could hit any club down there and you're not going to have a problem with the second shot. So it's just trying to find a yardage that you're comfortable with.
Pretty long putt right here. You'd be happy to get it to within 2-3 feet. You like that right there, Frank?
Beautiful lag putt. Great pace.
Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. With that birdie, moves one shot closer to the lead. Well, Frank, this is the longest hole on the golf course, 602 yards. Obviously a par 5, though. But guys like Rory have to be thinking about making an easy 4, getting home in 2.
Yeah, you referenced it. Longest hole on the golf course. Yet Rory McIlroy still reached it in 2.
That's an absolute tracer right there. In the fairway and well over 320 yards. Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot.
There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. This requires a lot of speed through the ball. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
And with that birdie, moves into second place. Frank, you like this kind of design feature where you go from the longest hole in the course immediately to the shortest hole.
Certainly, golf giveth and golf taketh away. This is just minimally uphill, just a couple of feet, but you can see from the overview the design of the green. And that flag's on the right, it's a little bit of a longer carry, so just be a little cognizant of that. You don't have to hit it directly at the flag.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Pretty much doing everything right this week. 11 under for the tournament. Now to hole number 9, 501 yards. It's a par 5.
Yeah, we finished with the third par 5 on the front 9. You're just going to come through those sort of chute of marvelous trees that define this fairway. Just avoid the right side. Something down the left side is going to open up the second shot. Oh, that's fine.
Wow, Frank, look at that one. How it just blistered that tee shot.
Yeah, that has to be 325 if it's an inch.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green.
This is like cyber vision. Shot after shot, right at the flag.
Just dialed in. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Just love the variety here on the front side, Frank, coming off that short par 3 8th. Now we go to another par 5 to round out the side, 501 yards.
And the third par 5. Interesting front 9 here. 3 par 5s, 3 par 3s, and 3 par 4s. This one, not the longest par 5, but still reachable. This one, you have to be a little bit careful, though. This is probably the toughest driving hole on the front 9 with regard to par 5s.
Terrific golf shot. And now, that for an easy birdie. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. So off the long par 3 10th, we are at the 11th hole, 417-yard par 4, Frank.
It looks like a straightaway par 4, Rich, but if anything, the hole actually bends to the left, and you really want to follow that natural contour of that. Just sort of draw it off those bunkers on the right, or just simply carry it over the ones on the left. But ideally down the left side, it avoids that pine tree that's further down.
Well, those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway. So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
And he's made the green. For the par. Has his par. Here at the 12th, par 4, 442 yards. Frank, what's ahead?
This one's called Big Boat. Hole certainly a lot longer than the 10th hole, which is Little Boat. Dog legs to the player's right. A couple of bunkers down the left side. That first bunker on the left shouldn't be too much of a problem to carry. But once again, even though the hole bends to the right, you'd like to be down the opposite side of the fairway, which is the left.
Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this hole. And as he strides up here to the 12th green, having hit it in regulation, he knows now that his work is by no means done. A long putt coming up. Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Frank, a par here, that's just fine. Par 3 13th, it's 225 yards. Frank, you happy walking out of here with a 3?
Yeah, take a 3, go to the next hole, unless it's match play.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Putting on a show, this tournament moves to 15 under par. Back here at the par 4 14th, and we are ready to tee off 442-yard hole, Frank.
It's called Wampum. My Canadian's not that good, so I don't know what that means, but the way I decipher it, another little dog leg to the right with bunkers all over the place. It's sort of in the place where you'd like to hit the tee shot is exactly where that crop of, what is that, 5 bunkers down the left side. So you're going to have to somehow squeeze it just right of that. Very awkward tee shot.
Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Getting set now over the putt. Count that. That's a birdie. Well, now the par 4s begin to stretch out a little bit. The 15th here, Frank, is 475 yards.
Certainly want to put your big shoes on here. Nice big slinging draw off the tee might help go a little further. It does go downhill considerably, so you get a little bit more run out of the tee shot if you did that.
Frank, it makes the game easy when you play it from the fairway.
Especially when you play it from a lie like that.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par. Another good swing. Another good approach shot. It's at sneaky distance. Never looked like missing.
Frank, the 16th hole, 414 yards, par 4, is nicknamed GOAT. Would that be greatest of all time, or is it just because the possibility you could see old Billy out there here in the Canadian Rockies?
I'd like to think it's the greatest of all time. I've never seen a GOAT hit a draw, that's why, and that's what's needed off this tee once again. The first bunker, you should easily be able to carry that, and, well, if you're the greatest of all time, this is a fairway, you'll certainly hit.
And it is not looking like a good lie. Frank, just into that first cut.
Yeah, it's sitting up. Really, this isn't too bad a situation. I mean, this skill, and that was sublime.
Just good hands, coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position. And that's in for a par. Frank, as we make our way to the house, a chance here at the 17th, just 374 yards, a chance for a birdie.
It certainly is. Anytime you see a hole today under 400 yards, par 4 that is, you know you're going to get a short on your iron. You know you're going to get a short iron in your hand if you hit a good tee shot. Just avoid the bunkers left and right off the tee. Green does slope back to front, so it pitches nicely towards you, making that second shot, if anything, a little easier.
Might be. Could be. What a tremendous display of golf this has been.
Certainly throwing an eagle against the field too. We've seen it all. Birdies, eagles, just blitzing the field from start to finish.
Well, Frank, this sets up for an exciting finish here at Banff Springs, a 578-yard par 5.
There's just about a bunker in play for every length of tee shot here, so know exactly which one you can carry and exactly which one you can't reach.
He has just hammered this drive here at the 18th, and now he is in a really good position to make a birdie here in the final hole. Second shot coming up here at the par 5. And a chance for eagle after that perfectly played shot. Frank, it's one thing to jumpstart your round. This would ignite the round.
Yeah, you don't normally see two par 5s back to back, so the chances of having consecutive eagles is so rare.
Beautiful roll on that one, right in the bottom. Frank, in golf, there's nothing quite like the final round of a hotly contested championship, and this one could be a doozy.
And there's nothing quite like that leaderboard I'm looking at right now. We are going to have some amazing golf. This one is going to have to be won.
This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. Golf Channel on NBC and EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Alberta Classic. On to the 14th hole now. It's a par 4, 442 yards. And what's the right way to attack here, Frank?
Two choices. Try and squeeze it down the right side, just short of those big bunkers on that right. Either that or carry the bunker complex on the left. A little awkward. There's always advantage of hitting it further than most, Rich, and straighter than most. When you put the two together, it's just straight up a head start.
Now zeroing in on this second shot here at the par 4 14th.
You can keep the second shot a little right of the flag here. The general contours kick a little left here away from the bunkers on the right. That would be the ideal shot in here.
Put a birdie on the card here yesterday, don't forget. This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday, trying for another one today. That has to feel good. That's a birdie. Now to the 15th tee, and Frank, this looks like a fun shot to hit.
It won't play its full yardage because of that elevated tee, but a good one out here. We might see one of those 350, 360 plus yard drives.
Great strike and a great result. Setting up, good chance to attack the flag. Pretty stout second shot here at the par 4 15th. And Frank, what's the right way to shape this one?
It's actually one of the few shots you'd probably want to hit left to right. Notice the entry of the green is more on that left side of the green. Green does pitch back to the player as well, so maybe a little cut in here for a change.
Okay, 20 feet, not too bad.
Chance for back-to-back. You'd like that one again.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Just a couple of feet. Good roll. Moving on to number 16 now. It's a par 4, 414 yards. And Frank, what are we looking at here?
It's another hole that'll favor a nice sort of high draw off the tee. It'll set up that second shot to a green that has got several different levels on it.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Shouldn't be a problem here. Wow, I didn't expect that. And getting ready for the putt. Now to the 17th, 374 yards, and Frank, players might be licking their chops here.
They certainly would, Rich. Bunkers left and right, but they can be carried with an aggressive tee shot. It'll set up just a short on into a green that pitches towards you. So maybe just a little bit underneath the flag with a second shot. And really a chance to have a fast finish.
And the tee shot ends up in the bunker. In the green side bunker, Frank, little bit of a problem. You see that kind of work from the bunker, you think of the greats like Seve Ballesteros and Gary Player, the best bunker players of all time. Frank, we have said it over and over. Another birdie. Well, here we are at the final hole here at Banff Springs, 578-yard par 5, and Frank, a chance to finish the round with a flourish.
If you're one of the fortunate to hit this fairway, it's very reachable, but well protected by bunkers, left, right, central bunkers as well. You really have to be aware of two things, the wind direction and exactly how far you can carry that tee shot if you want to find this fairway.
Well, that one didn't work out. Didn't look bad in the air. It hit the green, but didn't sit.
Yeah, it was never going to stop.
Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. 8-foot putt here.
It's amazing. It doesn't matter how close it goes. It's an extra shot. That one will definitely hurt.
Trying to stay steady, make a par. Par here's fine, isn't it, Frank? What a great tournament finish. This one is in the books, and look who finished on top of the leaderboard.
Rich, this has to go down as a classic. Our champion was simply on fire. And I'm looking forward now to see how next week pans out.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the International Challenge. This is when the game is fun, Frank, when you get one high in the air and you have a down breeze and you just watch it stays in the air forever.
Yeah, the hang time on that.
It should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Pure strike, good result.
And that is close.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
And yet another birdie, this time inching into the top 5.
Frank, this is one of the most famous holes in the whole sport, isn't it?
Postage stamp, just over 120 yards. It might seem short, but it's daunting. Many an Open Championship has been lost on this shortest of par 3s.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Looks like he just misread that. .21-foot putt, set to go.